It's been a promising year for Philadelphia. The Eagles won the Super Bowl, the Phillies are going back to Red October, and LaSalle, well, nothing yet, but I'm sure we'll get something. Hello, I'm Riley Kapchuk.
And I'm Glenna Good. We weren't able to win it all this week, but we did beat the Chiefs. Go Birds! You're watching LaSalle's TV, home for the Explorers Athletics, SportsLine.
Welcome to SportsLine, where we've got you covered on everything Explorer sports.
And later, SportsLine reporter Deja Howe will make her SportsLine debut with an interview with men's soccer.
But first, let's take a look at our SportsLine top 3.
Number 1, Abby Boggs from the women's field hockey team was named second in the NCAA in saves per game, the only player in the nation with multiple 18-plus saves games, 9th in the nation save percentage, and the most saves in the Atlantic 10.
Number 2, women's basketball received a special visit earlier this week. Joan Quinn and assistant coach Chris Day joined Fox News reporter Jennifer Frederick to chat about all things women's basketball and the team's upcoming involvement in the Phillies Girls Got Game youth basketball camp on September 20th.
Number 3, this week's Novacare Student Athlete of the Week is freshman Anna Karsniko. I saw the interview.
You did?
Yeah, I was reading the LaSalle updates on the sports. It was good. They were very enthusiastic about women's in sports.
They got a visit with that. And then the Phillies Girls Got Game is a program that empowers girls in Philadelphia through basketball. Their main focus is confidence, leadership, and teamwork on and off the court, which is very beneficial for young athletes. Building up that confidence could make them a good athlete in the future. And another visit from a basketball team we got was our men's basketball team. The LA Clippers was here this morning. I don't know who, I don't know what, I don't know when. But they said thank you to the LA Clippers. So thank you, LA Clippers, for talking to our basketball team, the men's basketball team.
Hopefully they helped out and, I don't know, had a good conversation, learned a few things. But back to the interview, I think Joni Quinn, I saw it, and she was saying how when she was younger, she looked up to a lot of basketball players, like women. And then it was nice for her now to be that role model for other girls.
Yeah, she mentioned doing like I don't know if she mentioned the same program, but I know she mentioned it might have been the same.
Yeah,
but she's from Philly.
Yeah, she's from Philly.
So that's nice. Like now that she's the leader when something that she went to and then looked up to other players who are doing what
makes it possible, isn't it, for other girls?
It is. It's a good thing for the young girls to have that like just
inspiration. You know, someone like a role model you can look up to and makes it seem possible. But then Abby Boggs in the field hockey, she's incredible.
Yeah, she is good.
I don't think we give her credit because I know the team doesn't do too well with their wins and losses, but the amount of saves she does is unbelievable.
Besides the record, she is incredible. She has a lot of saves. She has been incredible. She has made
very consistent.
Her name has been in a numerous amount of things last year for the saves. And they need that. That's what they need. If they can't really get the scoring up, at least they have that strong defense in the goal.
Yeah.
That's it for the top 3. Now let's see how our teams did in this week's recaps. Women's soccer had a great weekend, dominating both opponents in their games this past weekend. Looking back against Drexel, after a scoreless first half, the Explorers broke through less than a minute into the second when freshman Hala Lesbak netted her first career goal off an assist from Anna Karsenico and Elizabeth Estrada. Just 3 minutes later, Ella Cadigan doubled the advantage with her first tally of the season to make it 2-0. LaSalle put the game out of reach in the 62nd minute as Jillian Drum scored her second goal of the year, again with Karsenico providing the setup. The Explorer defense and goalkeeper McKenna Yarax held firm in the rest of the way, limiting Drexel to just one shot on target to secure the clean sheet. The Explorers outshot the Dragons 13-10 and recorded 7 shots on goal. LaSalle won 3-0.
Sunday afternoon, they traveled to Howard. The Explorers struck first in the 26 minutes when freshman Anna Karsenico finished off a feed from Justin Hollenbach to give the LaSalle the early advantage. The Bison fought back in the second half, leveling the match in the 75th minute with a score tied late. Elizabeth Estrada delivered the game winner in the 88th minute, burying a penalty kick from her second goal of the season. Goalkeeper McKenna Yarkis anchored the Explorers' defence with 3 saves. LaSalle closed with a 15-7 edge in shots and 8-4 advantage in shots on goals. They defeated Howard 2-1, leaving them 3-3-1 for the season.
Men's soccer had a different turnout this past week, starting against Drexel. Drexel opened the scoring just before halftime in the 42nd minute. The Dragons doubled their advantage midway through the second half to make it 2-0. LaSalle did respond quickly, cutting the deficit in the 68th minute through freshman Sophus Ulrich's first goal of the year. The comeback was completed in the 83rd minute when freshman Julius DeVries struck off an assist from Kyrie Lynch-Bailey to bring the Explorers level at 2-2. The Explorers outshot the Dragons 19-17, forcing Drexel's goalkeeper into 8 saves, while Tino Canese made 6 stops in net for LaSalle. Both sides recorded double-digit fouls. The game concluded in a 2-2 tie.
LaSalle men's soccer team dropped a tight 2-1 decision to Monmouth on Tuesday night at McCarthy Stadium, falling to 1-2-4 on the season, while the Hawks improved to 3-3-1. Monmouth struck first in the 28th minute when Patrick Oskiaki scored off an assist from Jacob Friedman to give the visitors a 1-0 lead at half-time. Friedman then doubled the advantage in the 66 minutes with the first goal of the season, as his intended cross ended up finding the back of the net. The Explorers responded immediately as sophomore attacker Sean Yargle scored just 19 seconds later off a cross from midfielder Itzhak Sandoval to cut the deficit to 2-1. Despite creating a flurry of chances late in the match, LaSalle could not find the equaliser. The Explorers outshot Monmouth 24-10 and held a commanding 17-8 edge in the corner kicks. The Hawks' goalkeeper Herman Sestrad Johnson tailed 6 saves, while LaSalle's Tino Canese allowed 2 goals on 10 shots faced.
Field hockey dropped its 3rd game of the season Friday afternoon, falling 3-0 to Villanova. After a scoreless first half, the Wildcats broke through in the 3rd quarter with 3 goals in a span of just over 8 minutes. The Wildcats opened the scoring at the 32nd minute mark. Less than 4 minutes later, Nova doubled the advantage with an unassisted strike. LaSalle managed just 2 shots on the afternoon, both on target, while Villanova outshot the Explorers 16-2. Goalkeeper Abby Boggs recorded 7 saves, including 3 in the final frame, to keep the margin manageable. The loss drops LaSalle 1-4.
They had a similar outcome at the following game against Cornell. Cornell opened the scoring midway through the first period. The Big Red doubled their advantage just after half-time with a goal in the 31st minute. The Explorers struggled to generate chances against a strong Cornell defence, registering just 4 shots on the night. Goalkeeper Abby Boggs was stellar in the cage for LaSalle, piling up 18 saves while facing a barrage of 33 Cornell shots and 16 penalty corners. Boggs matched her career high, which she previously set in the season opener against Lehigh. Again, Abby Boggs.
I want field hockey to do so good. I want them to do good.
They're a lovely bunch of girls, and they're so determined. It's just so frustrating. I don't know how, what could change. I don't know.
They have a bunch of new faces. Speaking of new faces, though, you know who new faces is really helping? Women's soccer. They're doing it amazing, and it's low-key carried by the transfers and the
freshmen.
Rookies. Yes.
Well, the freshmen already got the student athlete of the week.
Yeah.
So they're already making their mark.
Amazing, and that's really good. Maybe field hockey just didn't find that recruit, but soccer definitely has. Not men's soccer, but typical. But women's soccer, I feel like last season, they had a good start, but they fell off quickly.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a repeat.
No, they're holding up. They're holding up well good. Yeah. They're keeping the wins. They started with the losses. Now they're going on to the wins. That's what we need. We just need to keep
nice.
that.
I think it's always hard as a freshman to start, especially on a team sport. Mm-hmm. You have to gain that position. So it's always good to have some fresh faces, fresh legs.
Especially Division I, they're playing big schools. They are playing big schools.
Yeah, it's no joke in Division I.
No, and that's another. I feel like that could also be a reason why field hockey is struggling. They didn't do good against Cornell.
But it's also not their season. If we can give it to them, their season is in the fall, so it is spring. So it is kind of trying new things, maybe. Because I know their training right now is very heavy, very endurance, very. They're always out running, so maybe they are coming into games quite tired and heavy legs. So that could play a part. So maybe in the fall they'll get that transition and feel a bit fresher. But again, I feel like we can't be relying too much on Abby with all these saves.
No, we can't. But she's a good addition. Like we said, it's good that she's there, because if she wasn't there, who knows? Who knows what the scores would be looking
They've also
like.
got some very good reserve goalies as well. So hopefully they get some chances before the end of the season to have a go. But I think that we are heavily relying on Abby.
And then another thing, freshmen, men's soccer did have a couple freshman names for the people who did make the goals and significant plays. They did mention those freshmen. What do you think they need?
I don't know. I can't say much about it, but I do see them train quite a bit because we're on the track while they train, and the coaching staff feel like I think they're quite good. I think the team is quite good, but I think sometimes I was talking to actually a few of them today whilst I was in the training room about there's not that love to play as much. Like when they came into La Salle, there was, that they were excited to play, and I think the pressure from the coaches doesn't help. So maybe
they had a lot of people transfer out too.
I know, maybe something about that. Maybe something about bringing.
That's unfortunate. They do have some good. Tino Canese, he's a good goalkeeper. Another good goalies really make the team. If you have a net ball sport, you rely on that goalie. That goalie is that main person.
And it's good. I think it's good. I think they'll appreciate us.
You need to have a good goalie.
Yeah, I know.
You just gotta think all these teams. If their goalie didn't, what would their scores be?
I didn't even want to know. It'll be the same as lacrosse.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, our very own SportsLine reporter, Deja Howe, got to sit down with Alexandru Zama from men's soccer. You won't want to miss it.
The game is on the line. Championship teams know the game plan. They communicate and work together to win. We all need a game plan to protect ourselves online. Talk to family and friends so they know how to stay safe too. Create strong passwords, turn on multi-factor authentication, update software, and recognize and report phishing, because online safety is not something you want to fumble. Get more game-winning tips at cisa.gov/secure our world. Then share them with family and friends.
Well, I'm looking good. Thank you. Just became a real ID. What's the plan? Impromptu road trip? Actually, the plan is to fly to New York for today's product launch, and then visit the family in California and cap it off with a girls' weekend in New Orleans. You really can just do all that. Sure, I'm a real ID, so I'm good to board any domestic flight. Speaking of which, gotta fly. Nice. Enjoy. I'll be here.
Be your Real ID self today. To learn how, visit tsa.gov/realid or your local DMV.
Do you know a veteran in need? Nation's Finest, through the VA's Supportive Services for Veteran Families program, helps veterans and their families struggling with rent, employment, and other housing-related costs. Today, Nation's Finest operates more than 30 locations in California, Arizona, and Nevada, helping thousands of veterans every year. Visit nationsfinest.org or call 1-833-468-9676. That's 1-833-468-9676.
Welcome back. Deja got the opportunity to sit down with Alexandru Zama to discuss his season. Take a look.
Welcome to On the Sidelines. My name is Deja, and I'm here today with Alexandru Zama, who's a part of the men's soccer team. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
It's good to see you here. So I have that you are a forward and midfield player. Which position do you like to play best?
I'm primarily a midfielder, a center attacking mid, but I've seen times where I've been outside on the wing as well. And yeah, I'd say I prefer center attacking mid the most. That's my primary position.
So along with that, considering you're a versatile player, how do you think that helps the team?
Yeah, I think especially on our team, I think we have a lot of people that can play different positions. And when there's injuries, personnel change, it's always good to have other people being able to play other positions and fill in for people that are out.
Right, yeah, that's understandable.
Yep.
So I know it's busy being a college athlete. How do you manage academics, athletics, and just your personal life, balancing all that?
Yeah, so obviously as a student athlete, very busy, but I'm actually a commuter as well, so I have to wake up early in the morning, I drive to school, do practice. We practice in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. After school, I'll have my classes, and then I also work. So I coach kids, do private sessions, and I also coach teams as well.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a lot of work. So
Yep.
what does your day-to-day look like?
Yeah, so wake up 5 o'clock, try to get something to eat for breakfast before practice, get ready. I'll leave my house around 6:15, 6:30, get here around 7:15, practice at 7:30. We'll go shower and then go to class my 9:30 till around 2 o'clock. And then depending on what day it is, some days I start work a little earlier at 5 o'clock. Some days I'll start work at like 6 o'clock. So it gives me a little bit of time. Maybe I go home or maybe I just go straight from class to work.
That's a pretty busy schedule, I hear.
Yep.
So you must be dedicated and love LaSalle sports. So what's your favorite aspect of the soccer team?
I just think we're so close together, not even on the soccer field, but just off the soccer field. We're just, ever since I've been here, that's the one thing I've noticed with new guys coming in, obviously new coaching staff, just everyone just so close to each other. Everyone's very close friends, and yeah, off the field, we're really close. We hang out a lot. And on the field, you can also see that we stick up for each other and we're there for each other.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a consistent coach that helps with unity, I feel like, too.
Yep.
So have you had the opportunity to mentor anyone on the team since you guys are so close unit?
Yeah, I mean, anytime a new guy or like a new transfer comes in, doesn't matter what age, or a freshman comes in, you know, I try to kind of just help them out, feel as they were part of the team already, and, you know, just try to just explain to them like what your role is and kind of how to fit into the team best.
Yeah, that's smart. So you moved here when you turned 8 from Ladau. Did that have any influence on your decision on playing soccer at all?
Funny enough, when I moved from Moldova, I didn't really play soccer. My dad played professional back in Moldova, so it's kind of he's kind of trying to set me up to play. But I didn't really play much in Moldova. But when I came here, my dad just kind of were like, "Hey, let's give it another go." And obviously, you can see now where I'm at. But yeah, I definitely gave it another go and ended well for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Do you go back to visit at all?
Yeah, so I try to go back as much as possible. I still have a lot of family back there, and it's just good to see my family. I only see them once a year or maybe even once every 2 years. But yeah, we go back, and Moldova is a very poor country, so we try to help out as many people as possible. We go back and do soccer camps for the kids in the village that I'm from, and it's just nice to see how excited those kids are. They ask for every single year for us to come back, and I try to come back as much as possible, especially because I have family, but also to see those kids happy and help them out as much as possible.
Yeah, that's nice that you do that good work. That's really nice. Do you speak the language fluently?
Yes, at home we speak Romanian. I speak Romanian fluently. I speak English fluently, and Russian, I would say I'm proficient in it because in Moldova, Russian and Romanian are the two main languages, so like my parents know it fluently, but I'm more Romanian, English, and then Russian, like proficient.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you helped coach a few clubs. I know you played here for the Philadelphia Union Academy. How was it playing for them?
Oh, it was an awesome experience. I mean, I started local club, played there for about 5 years, and then my senior year of high school, I went to the Philadelphia Union Academy and went there to school as well. So it was just kind of nice because everyone there had kind of the same goal, was to play soccer, and there was not really any distractions, and everyone just kind of pushed you, you know, because everyone has, like I said, the same goals. So it was really fun to represent the Union, and yeah, after my freshman year, I was actually able to go back and play again one more year there. So yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, that's nice. Do you ever go back just to visit, see some familiar
Yeah,
faces?
so at school, I would say I'm very close to those teachers. They help me a lot, so I try to visit as much as possible, but it's kind of far now because they transitioned from being in Wayne down to Chester next to the stadium. So Chester is quite a far drive for me, but whenever I get the chance, I try to go there and see how everyone's doing, see all the new faces.
Yeah, that's so nice. What's something you would say to your future self?
That's a great question. I'd just say just stick with it. Like everything that I'm doing right now, obviously I'm doing it for a reason, so just stick with it. I don't think there's need for any change at the moment as it's working for me, so I just say stick with it.
Right, that's a good quote to go by. And lastly, just something fun. If you could have any superpower that would help you on the field, what would it be and why?
I'd probably say super speed, just because I could probably just run through everyone, get the ball, and then score.
Yeah, that's actually really good. What's another one you would do?
Maybe invisible. So just be invisible on the field, but only my teammates could see me, but the other team wouldn't be able to see me. So
That's
just
cool.
Invisibility.
Well, thank you for coming by to talk with me today, and I hope you have the good rest of your season.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to send it back to Riley and Gwen.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have all of this week's upcoming games. Stay tuned.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy? Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal? Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
I enlisted as a medic to be there to help my patients, and after an injury, I found myself as a patient. I experienced post-traumatic seizures. Depression is a big one that comes along with it, PTSD. So I pursued my PhD in neuroscience and regenerative medicine. The coalition has helped fund my academic pursuits. They genuinely care about helping the vet in whatever way that they can. Through supporting the coalition, you're supporting some of the veterans that have the biggest needs.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
Do you know a veteran in need? Nation's Finest, through the VA's Supportive Services for Veteran Families program, helps veterans and their families struggling with rent, employment, and other housing-related costs. Today, Nation's Finest operates more than 30 locations in California, Arizona, and Nevada, helping thousands of veterans every year. Visit nationsfinest.org or call 1-833-468-9676. That's 1-833-468-9676.
Dear University of...
Thank you for your offer
to become student ID number 283471.
While I appreciate your desire
for my impeccable academic record,
I must decline the opportunity
to get a generic degree.
I've decided to tell my story, to be a student,
not a statistic.
I wish you good luck in the future
as I embark on mine.
Welcome back. We have a busy week of Explore Sports, so here's what you have to look forward to. Field hockey will travel to North Carolina to play Davidson Friday at 5 p.m. They will stay in North Carolina that weekend to play Queens at 11 a.m. Sunday. Men's and women's cross country will compete in the Mainline Invitational Friday at 5:30, and on Saturday we have rugby playing Navy.
Women's soccer will host Dayton Saturday at 1 p.m., while men's soccer will be hosting St. Joseph's University at 7 p.m., both at the McCarthy Stadium Monday and Tuesdays. Men's golf will compete at the Temple Invitational hosted by Temple University. Lastly, triathlon will be competing in the Beaver County Collegiate Cup starting at noon Saturday.
We got new sports. We got new sports going.
What's the new sport?
No, I'm saying it's not just field hockey,
Oh, yeah,
soccer.
yeah.
Field hockey and soccer. That's all we did. That's all we recapped this week.
Well,
now
the best sport is this weekend. We got soccer, and then we got running and triathlon. But that's kind of running.
Then we got rugby playing too.
Oh,
Don't forget about rugby. They play Navy.
They're playing away.
Beat Navy.
I'm gutted that they're not playing home because I love watching them.
No, they're traveling to Navy, which is in. Don't ask me, I forget.
Don't know, I'm not too sure. But hopefully they win and then they go home.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me tell you about my Saturday. So I'm going to run to a coffee shop, then I'm going to get a pastry, then I'm going to go and watch the two football games. That's
soccer.
Soccer game, yeah, soccer.
Mm-hmm. And then that's it.
I know, but then tomorrow I'm going to go and watch the cross country.
Do you have friends running in that?
Yeah, all of them.
Oh.
All my friends are running.
Duh.
Yeah, hopefully they're my friends.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Where is it?
Haverford, so it'll be good. It's like the first kind of race of the season.
That is exciting.
Are you going to be there? Are you going to come watch?
Maybe if
you have time.
If I have time on my schedule, I have to really look at it. Wait, cross country, track? That's two different things, right?
Yeah. So this fall season is cross country. So
Do you compete at all with the cross country?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were strictly just track or.
Nah, I'm
didn't
not
know you
just
dabbled.
a track star. You know, I'm a cross country star. Nah, I'm joking.
More medals, as long as you bring back more medals. And I'll be
Hopefully.
running too, so I'll probably bring back a couple trophies.
No,
I'm not on the medal stage. I'm on trophies.
No, you're
but
going to Navy to play on the weekend. That's what you're doing.
I am.
That's why you can't come and watch with me. You're going to watch that.
What you weren't supposed to tell. They were going to find out next weekend. That just about wraps it up for us this week. If you can't make it out to see the Explorers play, be sure to tune in next week for our coverage. Keep up with this weekend's other sporting events by visiting goexplorers.com.
Also, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/LaSalleTV and on Instagram at SportsLineLTV. We welcome you to send us your thoughts and suggestions there.
For our entire SportsLine team, I'm Riley Kavchuk.
I'm Gonna Good. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the game.